Hey folks, if you got yourself a new iPad, do yourself a favor, do not get one of these smart folio cases. These are one of the biggest rip-offs by Apple. This one's for the 11-inch iPad Pro, coming in at $80. Which is crazy, because this is just a piece of cardboard covered in polyurethane and it's got some magnets on it, but as you can see, you have no protection around the side of your iPad. All you're getting protection for is the screen. The camera, it barely has any room. There's barely any protection at all for your new expensive iPad. This is the base model of the iPad Pro. This is $1,000. So you're pretty much walking around with your $1,000 completely exposed around the outside. For this year's Smart Folio, they did do a little bit of an upgrade and they changed the magnets out. The magnets stick to the positioning a little better. They kind of really snap into place. If you're gonna spend $80 on a cover, you should definitely get something like a UAG case, and let me tell you why. This is called a more rugged style, and if this is what rugged is, then go rugged, because you're gonna want these nice thick bumpers on the outside on your corners to protect your iPad from any bumps and dings or even drops. And this gives you a nice lip around the top. Even the back for your cameras, you get more of a pronounced lip, which is gonna keep any dirt, grime, or little pebbles from scratching the lenses of your camera. UAG sent these cases to check out. I'm not getting paid for anything. These are just strictly my own opinions. And I like these UAG cases. This is the Metropolis SE version. And this is a case that if you are gonna want your iPad on a stand, if you're gonna be using it as like a kind of second monitor type of deal, this is pretty much the only configuration that you can do, kind of this sitting up. And there are little notches, you can kind of push it in like that. I also really like their Plyo case, which I don't have here, but I was using that for the last 2 years with my iPad Air. And that is actually the case that I would recommend to all of you. You can check out the video of the iPad Air version. It's practically the same thing. You get a nice clear case on the back. You've got notches on the side. It's much more easier to kind of fold in. And then another thing that just kind of gets me about these Metropolis ones, as you can see, they're kind of just floppy. There is a small magnet. There's a little bit of give, but when you're trying to hold it like this, it's very floppy, and you know, you can just see it kind of moving around. The Plyo does not do that. So definitely check out these UAG cases, get yourself some protection around your edges, and just make sure that your iPad does not break on you. Another interesting case that UAG sent over, there's no protection at all for the screen. So this means that this is your iPad case for when you're walking around doing work, checking people in, or doing the stuff. If you saw the Olympics breakdancing, they were using cases just like this. The announcers had their iPads on stage and they had them in these kind of hand cases. What I do like about this when I'm just sitting on the couch, it's just kind of like, instead of a finger loop for your iPhone case, this is kind of a whole hand loop that you can just kind of use and grab onto, and it just makes it a lot more easier and secure when you're sitting on the couch using the iPad, which is pretty much how I'm using this thing most of the time. I do wish there was some kind of kickstand for this, but this is definitely made for a certain type of user that is going to be walking around and you need your iPad just easily accessible on your hand like this. It's not going anywhere, it feels great. There's Velcro right here to really get it nice and tight. And of course you got some UAG branding, but this also gives you those nice big lips around the side and nice bumpers to keep everything nice and protected. So UAG cases coming strong. If you got yourself a new iPad, definitely check out the UAG cases. Do not get that Smart Folio, you will regret it. I've fallen into the pitfall of that Smart Folio 2-3 times by now, and I always end up just chucking them or selling them off on eBay. Just get yourself some nice protection right away. Pop that iPad in there as soon as you unbox it and keep it all nice and safe. So thanks for watching, everyone. Check out the links in the description down below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.